Now that's a question I wouldn't rush to give answer to, and if you're here, then you obviously find yourself curious as well, and rightly so. I mean, the new ZR1 has got to be the fastest, wildest Corvette ever produced, while the new 911, known as the 992.2, has got some of the best features ever boasted by a Porsche yet. But really, which among them is the better? Stick around and let's find out together. Let's get right into it. Engine and performance. Let's start with a look under the hood, the heart of any sports car, right? The Corvette ZR1 is flexing some serious muscle with its 5.5-liter twin-turbocharged LT7 V8 engine. This beast cranks out a staggering 1,064 horsepower and 828 pound-feet of torque at 6,000 revolutions per minute and maintains over 800 foot-pounds from 3,000 to almost 7,000 revolutions per minute. Yes, you heard that right. Over 1,000 horses at your disposal. And what's even more impressive, it does this on pump fuel. No race gas, no special calibrations, just pure, unadulterated power straight from the factory. This engine is all about extremes, with torque delivery so broad and relentless that it makes you question the limits of physics. When you push the ZR1, it's like releasing a thunderstorm on the pavement, and that's not an exaggeration. On the flip side, the Porsche 911 992.2 takes a more balanced approach. The 911 has always been about precision, control, and delivering a driving experience that feels like an extension of your own body. For 2025, the 992.2 Carrera and Carrera S will continue with the 3.0-liter twin-turbo flat-six, but Porsche is reportedly working on hybrid options to boost that power even further. While the exact specs aren't official just yet, rumors suggest a hybrid system that could push the power up to 475 horsepower, with a more powerful version possibly reaching 520 horsepower. Now, while that's not ZR1 territory, Porsche's magic lies in how they blend this power with their unparalleled chassis dynamics. So, who takes the crown here? If raw power is your game, the Corvette ZR1 is the undisputed king. But if you value a more nuanced, sophisticated delivery of speed, the Porsche 911 holds its ground with elegance. However, in this category, the ZR1 takes the win for sheer horsepower and torque figures that are off the charts, acceleration, and top speed. Next up, let's talk about how these numbers translate into real-world performance. The Corvette ZR1 doesn't just have a lot of power, it knows how to use it. With a top speed of 215 miles per hour, it's the fastest Corvette ever, dethroning even the mighty E-Ray. The quarter-mile time is just under 10 seconds, hitting a top speed of about 150 miles per hour in the process. That's quicker than any Corvette before it, making it a force to be reckoned with on the drag strip. The Porsche 911, while not aiming for the same straight-line dominance, is no slouch. The hybrid powertrain rumors suggest a system that enhances acceleration, possibly allowing the 992.2 to sprint to 60 miles per hour in under 3 seconds, depending on the trim. However, with a focus on balance and handling, the 911 might not match the ZR1's top-end speed, but it's built to deliver thrilling performance where it matters most, in the twisty bits. But in a head-to-head for acceleration and top speed, the ZR1 again takes the lead with its jaw-dropping numbers. It's built for straight-line speed, and it shows. Handling and driving experience. Now, this is where things get interesting. The Corvette ZR1, with its massive power and advanced aerodynamics, isn't just about going fast in a straight line. It's also about staying planted, stable, and in control, even at ridiculous speeds. With over 1,200 pounds of downforce at top speed, this car is a monster on the track, gripping the road like a cat on a mouse. Every bend and every curve seem like an event. The precision of the steering, the feedback through the chassis, it's an adrenaline-fueled experience that keeps you on the edge of your seat. But Porsche is the master of handling. The 911 has always been about balance, agility, and making you feel like a driving god. The rear engine layout, coupled with Porsche's decades of refining this formula, results in a car that dances through corners with grace and poise. Even with the potential addition of a hybrid system, which might add some weight, the 911 is expected to maintain its legendary handling characteristics. This car isn't just about driving fast, it's about driving well. The connection you feel with the road, the feedback from the steering wheel, and the way the car responds to your every input are what set the 911 apart in terms of driving dynamics. So, who wins here? Clearly, the Porsche 911 edges out the ZR1 in this category. It's the car that makes every drive an event, not just a test of speed. By the way, please subscribe if you love this video, and don't forget to like. Thank you. Design and aesthetics. Moving on to looks, because let's face it, if you're spending this much on a car, you want it to look good. The Corvette ZR1 is bold, aggressive, and makes no apologies for it. With its sharp lines, massive intakes, and aero elements that scream performance, it's a car that turns heads and demands attention. The ZR1 is the kind of car that you don't just see, you feel it as it roars past you. It's bold, it's brash, and it's unapologetically American. The 911, on the other hand, is more of an understated beauty. The design tweaks for the 992.2 are subtle but effective, maintaining that classic 911 silhouette that has become iconic. Larger intakes, revised headlights, and a new rear diffuser add a fresh touch. But Porsche knows better than to mess with a winning formula. The 911's design is timeless, a perfect blend of form and function that never goes out of style. So, which design takes the cake? This one is tough because it comes down to personal preference. If you want something that screams performance and makes a statement wherever you go, the ZR1 wins. But if you appreciate subtlety, elegance, and timeless design, the 911 is your car. We'll call this one a tie because it's all about what you want to project when you roll up to your destination. Technology and features. Technology is another area where these two giants flex their muscles. The Corvette ZR1 is all about maximizing performance, and that's reflected in its tech. From the advanced aerodynamics package that helps it generate massive downforce to the customizable drive modes that let you dial in the car's behavior to your liking, the ZR1 is a tech powerhouse. It's not just about raw numbers, it's about using technology to make the car faster, more responsive, and more thrilling to drive. The Porsche 911, however, is a tech marvel in its own right. With the 992.2, Porsche is expected to continue its trend of blending cutting-edge tech with a user-friendly interface. The updated infotainment system, fully digital gauge cluster, and advanced driver assistance systems make the 911 not just a thrill to drive, but a pleasure to live with every day. And let's not forget the potential hybrid system, which would add a new layer of technological sophistication to the car, making it both powerful and efficient. In the tech department, the Porsche 911 has the edge. While the ZR1 is focused on performance, the 911 balances performance with everyday usability, making it a more rounded package. Price and value. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. Price. The Corvette ZR1, with all its performance and features, is expected to come in at a price point that undercuts many of its European rivals. Chevrolet has always positioned the Corvette as a value proposition, offering supercar-level performance at a fraction of the price. And with the ZR1, that tradition continues. You're getting a lot of car for your money here, with performance numbers that rival cars costing twice as much. The car is expected to start at about $150,000, according to the news on ground, and could go up from there. This isn't its official price, as Chevy is still yet to release that, but that's not really what I think this car will cost, if I'm being honest. And over in one of our previous videos, link will be in the description, I show exactly what I think it will cost and why. But for this video, let's stick with this one as base, shall we? The 911, on the other hand, has never been cheap. It's a premium product, and you pay for that premium experience. The 992.2 is expected to carry a hefty price tag, especially if you opt for the higher trims or the potential hybrid versions. It is expected to range from $122,095 for the base Carrera model to over $245,000 for the Turbo S Cabriolet, depending on the trim and options. But with that price, you're getting a car that's been honed to perfection, with a build quality and attention to detail that's hard to match. So, which one offers the better value? If you're looking for bang for your buck, the ZR1 is the clear winner. It's a lot of car for the money, offering performance that punches well above its weight. But if you're willing to pay for refinement, heritage, and a driving experience that's second to none, the 911 is worth every penny. So, there you have it. The Corvette ZR1 is the muscle-bound heavyweight that's here to take on the world with brute force and staggering numbers. It's the car that defies expectations and pushes the boundaries of what a sports car can be. If you're all about power, speed, and getting the most car for your money, the ZR1 is the one for you. But the Porsche 911 992.2, it's in a league of its own. It's the car that doesn't just focus on numbers, but on the overall driving experience. It's about balance, precision, and the thrill of driving. If you're someone who appreciates the finer things in life and wants a car that's as rewarding on a mountain pass as it is on the Autobahn, the 911 is your car. But for the sake of this video and the data gathered in the process, the ZR1 is the better car overall. In the end, the real winner isn't really about which car is better, it's about which car is better for you. The ZR1 is the king of straight-line speed and raw power, while the 911 is the master of finesse and driving pleasure. So, choose your weapon wisely, because either way, You're in for one hell of a ride. And if you missed these solid details we shared about these two cars in their individual reviews, click this or this to catch up on all the fun you missed. Go over there right now, and I'll see you in the next one.